Hello, my name is Paul Oberle. My wife and I own the swim school here at 1838 Texas Avenue. We've been here since 1975. We've trained thousands of swimmers, snorkelers, and scuba divers, and we can train you to swim. We guarantee it or your money back. Let me just say this is not a professional video, so I'm going to make a few mistakes for those of you who like to find fault, so just have a ball. This orientation will answer a lot of your questions, but not all your questions. What we'll have is an orientation here in the classroom, then we'll go to the pool and we'll show you exactly how we train folks to swim and why we can offer you a money-back guarantee, including your tax, even any tax that you might have paid, every penny that you might have paid. That's how confident we are in our methods. One of the nice things about learning to swim is it's a pretty good investment money-wise, because once you learn how to swim, you'll never forget how to swim. No matter how fearful you might be of water, how apprehensive, how afraid you may be of water, we can teach you how to swim. We guarantee it. This program is for 18 and up. Our average age of adult swimmers is 44. So this is not for children, although 90% of our swimmers at the swim school are 6 months to 9 years of age. This is an adult beginners program. I think I said, but I want to re-emphasize that at the end of the video, you're not going to have all your questions answered. So that's when you'll go to where you've discovered this YouTube video, go to that website, click on link to adult swimming, and there you're going to have adult lessons, and you're going to have all your questions answered, we believe. And of course, after that, you can call 222-SWIM, and we'll answer any question that we may not have had answered or something that you need a better explanation of. There really is no secret to our method, but it starts with a beginner's safety vest. This vest right here, we will show you in a few minutes in the pool. You're going to have this vest around your neck like so. It's going to be full of air, and one of the, I don't like to say secrets, but one of the keys to what we do is, because you discover very soon, this is what we start with, that you cannot sink. You're not going to be able to sink with this vest on full of air. When you discover that, then we can teach you what to do with your legs. We can teach you what to do with your arms, because you have confidence you're not going to sink. We're going to have some other equipment that we're going to use, part of which is going to be the fins. The fins allow a person to move through the water very, very easily. You don't have to be a very skilled swimmer to move through the water with this equipment. So the fins will move you through the water. The mask, which you'll have, will allow you to be able to see underwater. That's a great confidence builder too. If you've had swim lessons before, you probably had to open your eyes underwater, or maybe even close your eyes. With this mask on, you'll be able to open your eyes, see where you are, know what's going on, see the teachers at all times, and that's a great confidence builder as well. Something you may not be familiar with, but it's key to our program, and that's this simple little device here called a snorkel. This will allow you to breathe with your face in the water. Rather than having to rotate to breathe, we're going to show you how to breathe with your face in the water, and then we're going to eventually show you how to breathe with rollover breathing. And then what we will slowly do as your confidence builds and you learn these basic fundamental skills with the mask, the fin, the snorkel, we're going to slowly start letting air out of the vest. There'll be a point when you'll have no air in the vest. You'll probably still have your mask, fins, and snorkels on at that point. We have two commitments we ask from you. One is that you be able to make 8 sessions without a miss. These sessions are held in the evening, and they're once a week for 1 hour. All the information as to schedule, when the classes take place, what the costs are, all the kind of things that I'm not going to try to include in this video, you'll be able to find in complete detail at www.theswimschool.org, the same place you found this video. And also there'll be a place where you can click on registration so that you can register yourself with the class. So we have 2 commitments. The first one is a time commitment, 8 sessions without a miss. Then you have a financial commitment. Your financial commitment is without risk, because after those 8 sessions, if you're not delighted with where you are, not only will we give you money back, we'll give you money back, including any tax you might have paid. I can tell you this, we're not in the business of giving money back, and in 8 years of a money-back guarantee, we've actually given money back twice, where people have asked for their money back twice. So it's not likely that you'd be the next one. I've been teaching this program since 1969. Some of the details you'll find on our website under Adults, which I ask you to link to, and that'll give you the history and some of the other information we think you're going to want to know. After 8 sessions without a miss, if you're not delighted with where you are in your swimming, we'll refund every penny of your money. I'm not going to say that everyone is going to be exactly where they want to be after 8 sessions. What I am going to say is you're going to be swimming all over that pool with mask fitted snorkel and with some of this equipment off already. Think of the equipment as training wheels on a bicycle. That's exactly what it is. And we get you up on that bike, up and swimming, and we slowly take the air out of the vest, slowly remove some of the equipment. And it's very carefully done. We have a number of teachers who teach the program. We have female swim teachers. We have male swim teachers. So you'll get to meet a variety of folks that are delighted to teach this program. We get a great deal of satisfaction from taking folks who can't swim, who are perhaps afraid of the water. We have folks that have never washed their hair underneath the shower, completely afraid of the water, cannot put their face in the water. And we have those folks not only swimming up and down the pool, some of them go on to our Thursday night class, which is for our advanced swimmers. If you can already swim, then this beginner's class is not the class for you. If you're a swimmer already, you just want to get better, we have that class once a week as well. I'm just going to conclude by saying that I'm not going to guarantee you in 8 hours that you're going to be exactly where you are, but I will guarantee you this: unless you quit, you will learn to swim in the swim school adult beginners program. Thanks for watching, and we're about to go to the pool. After the pool, you're going to want to go to this website and click on Adults. Then you're going to want to go to Registration, Register. Okay, this is the second part of our video. Once again, I'm going to make some mistakes so that those of you that like to find fault have a ball. On the other hand, I want to mention the fact that the beginner safety vest we have in all different sizes, from extra small to double extra large, and we provide these at no extra fee. When you pay your swim school fee, you paid for your vest use, your buoyancy safety vest use. Let's walk down the pool. We'll give you a look at it. First of all, our pool is 50 feet long, 25 wide. We keep it about 93 degrees. As you can see, it's crystal clear. So walk along with me. This is all 4 feet deep. Everything you see here is 4 foot deep. And this is where you'll be. You can stand up at any time, right on down to the blue line here. So this is our shallow part. We have a deep end, very carefully marked with the blue line. Okay, now we're into our water portion of adult beginners, and I'm Mr. Paul again. And this is one of our swim teachers. This is Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley, Yankee girl from Minnesota. Anyway, Miss Ashley has a vest on. This is a beginner safety vest. And what we're going to demonstrate is the vest is going to hold you up. So I'm going to ask her just to take her knees, bend her knees, and you'll see that the vest will hold you up. If you roll back, whatever position you might assume, the vest is going to hold you up. Even if I were to dunk her, that the vest is holding her up. That's one of the important aspects of teaching the beginners is, heretofore, when you try to swim, if you took swim lessons before, you had to hold yourself up, try to figure out what to do with your arms, what to do with your legs. In this case, the vest will hold you up, and then we can talk about what to do with your arms, what to do with your legs. So even though I might dunk her, the vest will bring her right back up. You can stand up now, Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to demonstrate a reverse flutter. This is going to be the first stroke that we're going to teach you how to use. And I'm going to talk you through this. So I'm not expecting you to remember any of this. We'll talk you through this. but you're going to extend your legs, point your toes, and a sweep kick. And you can see she moves right along, go down. She moves right along a little too fast. And that's how easy it is. It's very, very easy thing to do to swim with the beginner safety vest and the fin. We'll do the same thing going back. Same thing. This is a reverse flutter, slow reverse flutter. Going to lay your head back, arms at your side. Very slow, nice easy kick. Takes very little effort. You put your right hand in the water now so your hand will hit not your head. And that's one of the things we'll teach you as well. Stand up now. And that's a reverse flutter. So basically we're going to learn a reverse flutter, a forward flutter, and a snorkel swimming. And then we'll start taking the equipment off, start taking the air out of the bed. When you're getting your mask and snorkel, I want you to put your mask on while you're at home, put your snorkel in place, get used to wearing it. Peel onions, watch TV, but get used to the fact that you're breathing through this tube, all the air is coming through this tube, and the mask is keeping the water out of your face. One of the things, as I mentioned in the orientation, is you can see. You can see your teacher, you can see the environment around you, you can see the bottom of the pool, and we're only in 4 feet of water here. Everything we're going to do initially, 4 feet deep, we can stand right up. This is going to be a forward flutter, leaning forward, arms at your side, basically the same kick, and there you go. Nice and slow, slow down. And that's what we call a forward flutter. Very, very easy. Turn around before we get it deep in. Then going to head back. Same thing. Forward flutter. I'll teach you how to do all this. We don't expect you to remember it. We just want to show you what we're going to be teaching you. Very good. Now we're going to do a snorkel swimming. The only thing we're going to add, we're going to do everything just as we did the forward flutter. We're going to add our arms like a swimmer might. So, snorkel swimming. On back. A little air out of the vest now. We'll do this as we go along. Just a little bit of air. Keeping enough air that it's still buoyant. The vest is still going to hold Miss Ashley up. Your right hand is pressing against right there. We'll show you how to do all these things. We don't expect you to remember them, but I wanted to show you what we're going to be doing in the pool. Now we're going to add another evolution in that we're going to not use the snorkel. We still have the mask, we still have the vest, we still have the fins on, but now we're going to have to get our air without the snorkel. The way we're going to do that, we're going to swim along, and when we feel a need to breathe, you're going to roll over on your right arm. And you're going to stay rolled over as long as you want to stay rolled over, and then you'll roll back when you want to start swimming again. Looks something like this. This is going to be the rollover part. We're working to the point where we swim a complete lap of the pool with no equipment at all, none at all. What we're going to do now is we're going to let a little bit more air out of the vest. We have very, very little bit of air in the vest now. We'll do the same thing. We'll have taught you how to use your legs without the fins now. We're going to do the same thing. Be using the arms, be using the legs, no snorkel. The only equipment that we're using, a little bit of air in the vest, and the mask. Same thing. That's perfect. Come on back, same thing. What we're going to do now is we're going to take the vest completely off and take the mask completely off. And we're going to swim the entire length of the pool, down and back with no equipment. So we roll over breathing the entire length of the pool, down and back, which is our goal for you. One other skill we're going to learn is treading water.
The next drill that we're going to learn is to tread water. So the first thing I have the students do is come to this blue line right here that gives you the step off from the 4 foot to the 12 foot in the pool. It gives you the opportunity to get used to being in the deep end of the pool. I have you start with 2 noodles. Just take 1 step off into the pool. Okay. Now I want you to move your hands and your feet so that you're comfortable in the water and keeping your head a good distance from the pool. Now, treading is a survival stroke that we teach you in case you fall off a boat, off a dock or something, and you have to wait for somebody to come back and get you. So the whole purpose of this is to have you comfortable in the water with big movements as he's moving his hands and big movements with his feet so that it exerts the least amount of energy used to keep you essentially alive. So are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
Okay, the next step is I'm going to take away one of the noodles. Now you're going to have to move your hands and your feet still in big motions, but you're going to have to move them a little more briskly to keep your head still above water. So now when the student gets comfortable here, we would take the second noodle away. But with Paul being male, he has a little more body mass than most females would be. So I'm going to ask you to lay your head back and put your body at about a 45-degree angle. Taking still big kicks and big arms. This helps keep it so that your mass doesn't drag you straight to the bottom of the pool. So the next step is, after it's comfortable, you take this last noodle.
I like it better because I like the idea of
Head back. Now he's treading in the water. Are you comfortable? Would you be able to stay here for 24 hours if I push you off a boat? And that's treading. Get a little scared. So, the first thing we start with is we ask you to put your feet over the end of the pool. Your toes over. And he has a noodle to start with. So you're going to take 1 step off into the pool. Take a deep breath before you go in, and as soon as you hit the water, we want you to count. Because counting keeps you aware of how long you're underwater. Whereas you could be underwater 3 seconds and start to panic thinking that you're under too long. So if you count, you understand that it's only a couple seconds and you can still hold your breath. So 1 step off, count as you hit the water, and move your hands in 1 brisk motion to bring you back to the top of the water. Ready? Take 1 step. 2, 3, 4. You've done about 4.5 seconds. The last step to jumping in the water is progressing to doing it without the noodle. So as you notice, I have his noodle, and I also have mine in case I have to help. But again, he's going to jump 1 step off, and he's going to count as soon as he goes underwater so that he's aware of how long he's under and to keep him from panicking. So you still want to swim back to the top of the water. I've had students that have gotten down there and then kind of wondered what to do, just sat there till I came and got them. You want to swim back to the top of the pool. All right, Paul, 1 step, count, and swim back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's under about 4 seconds.
That's how water works, and you can see the evolution that we start. We took you through it pretty fast. It may take hours to get you to this point, but unless you quit, you will learn to swim. And thank you, Miss Ashley, one of our adult swim teachers, who you'll meet when you come down to learn to swim at the swim school. And you can see this is one of our typical classes going here. And we have Miss Allie over here, who's one of our teachers. Raise your hand, Miss Allie. And we have Mr. Dawson. Raise your hand, Mr. Dawson. He's one of our teachers. And everyone else.